we're all guilty of stereotyping people without getting to know them, and you know, that's just something that we all do by human nature, because you know, that's just how our minds work. At the same time, stereotypes can sometimes be wrong, obviously. I guess where I really want to go with this video is I wanted to talk a little bit about the stereotypes that us black males have. And a lot of us black males have the stereotype that, you know, a lot of us have AIDS, and a lot of us only like big women, and you know, a lot of us do drugs, and a lot of us amount to nothing in our lives, and you know, these are some of the many stereotypes that black males have. And you know, the one I really wanted to focus on today, because I think out of all the ones I just named, I think the one that has the most prevalence in black men is that, you know, a lot of us like big women. And let me say this, I keep licking my lips, man. For me personally, I've always been attracted to, you know, women who are thick, not necessarily overweight, but you know, thick, because that's just what I'm attracted to. Same time, I'm not saying I only date thick women, but I've dated mostly thick women. But you know, a lot of us date thick and then some more. You know, and it's like a lot of times, and I'm just going to be real, a lot of times when you see like and it's like you can always tell by looking at a certain woman if she dates black men or not. And a lot of times the women that you look at who you say only date black men tend to be these heavy women with tattoos, and you know, just sloppy looking, and it gets me thinking to how the stereotype started. How the stereotype started that big, obese, nasty women only date black men. And you know, personally, I've seen it a lot. I've seen it, and I hate to be the bearer here, but you know, I've done it myself a couple times. I've dated the stereotypical, you know, woman who only dates black guys. The woman, white women, it could be white women, whatever. Mostly a white woman, that you look at her and be like, she only dates black guys. And you know, it's something I'm trying not to date women like that anymore, because like, I think I said this in another video, but I think a lot of these women have this mentality that, you know, this mentality that no other guy will want them. And I think a lot of times women like that look down on black men. They look down on men of color. They'll date men of color only because they feel like we will give them attention, and too many times it does happen. Too many times we give these females attention, and we're the only males who will give them attention. You know, and it certainly doesn't make us look good. And I found in my personal experiences with women like that it tends to get me less respect from people around me. You know, and it's like people tend to look down on me more when I date women like that. You know, and it's just I preach it all the time. Standards, 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 standards. Us black men, we gotta raise our standards. You know, I can't say that enough. We just gotta raise our standards. You know, it's like, a lot of the women I've dated in my life, and yeah, I'm putting my life on blast because I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've dated people who weren't good for me. But you know, a lot of us just, I think a lot of us have self-esteem issues, man. A lot of us have self-esteem issues, and it's sad because a lot of us can do so much better. A lot of us can obtain so much more, especially in dating. And you know, it just makes shines us in a bad light when we date women like this, because then people look at us like, oh, black men will date anybody, man. They'll stick their dick in anybody, and it's in a lot of cases it's true, and I've done it myself. And the only reason I'm making this video is because I'm willing to be honest and say I've done it, you know, and just putting it out there. But yeah, I just wanted feedback on this one. I guess I don't know what kind of feedback I want on this one, but if anybody has any feedback, feel free to hit me up later.